Hello, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm jumping on to do another video because the last time my videos were not playing on X for some reason. It just kept saying reload, reload. So I'm going to give you some of the videos that I thought you were going to hear in my last video. I'm going to give some of those to you right now, and we'll just do some brief commentary on them, and then we'll go from there. There was a number of good videos I wanted to share. This one starting with Gary Gensler acknowledging XRP as a bridge currency. Take a listen.
SWIFT, which is just a messaging system, and then the banks have to somehow pre-fund in Nostra accounts. This is about the technology of banking, not the technology of blockchain. But to go between Tanzania and Nigeria, you need somebody to bear some counterparty risk that the ledgers both move and are adjusted at the same time. And usually it's a bank that is in both countries. You could use blockchain, but the current thinking is you need a bridge currency in between, and that bridge could be a stable value that's backed by the US dollar or the euro. It could be a currency even like Ripple has an alternative. It's just piloted in May, so it's not yet up in any enterprise-wide level, but that you might need something to basically hop, skip, jump, which is called a bridge currency on the blockchain.
So there he mentioned, this is years ago. I'm sure this is pre-2020, probably more like 2017. I'm not exactly sure when, but he knew of Ripple. He knew of the bridge currency strategy, and he's been doing everything since then to try to shut it down or put roadblocks up. So that's unfortunate. Let's go to the next video here and play this for you.
Manufacturing, I can all of a sudden have a brand relationship with some guy, and it enables the long tail of manufacturing. I can all of a sudden have a brand relationship with some guy who's making some specialty product in the middle of Africa, and I want him to ship it to me. And I have a way to pay for it, I have a way to ship it, I have a way to deliver it, I have a way to quality control, I have a relationship with them. That's what we're talking about. That's what the modernization of cross-border digital relationships with secure messages enables. Money's just a demo. It's a cool demo, but it's just a demo. And it enables the long...
So cool video there from Swifty, which I touched on in my last video, but it would not play. That guy was basically talking about the capabilities of the new financial system and peer-to-peer relationships and how much quicker and more efficient they can be. So good stuff there from Swifty. Give him a follow at SwiftySBoat, B-O-A-T. Let's go to the next video, which is here from Crypto Erie, talking about the @auto blockchain and being able to use Ripple to store assets safely, as this ties into the Futureverse. Give this a listen.
It's a really great place to have your underlying assets, and that's why Otto is working with Ripple, and really proud to be working with the technology there. What that means for you as a customer is that when, let's say, you bind your XRP account or address to your Otto account, you are then able to deposit XRP into the Ripple custody solution and receive a one-to-one XRP on Otto to use in the applications on Otto. That can only come in from an account you own, so you can't have, no random person can send your Otto account XRP. It can only come from funds you own on your bound wallet, which is a really great safety for service providers and for other participants on the chain, because they know there's no commingling or related party risk, or those other scary things that finance people are trying to avoid.
Yeah.
So all the funds are clean, but all from owners who are KYC AML vetted, and they're stored safely in a programmed environment. So, and one of the really amazing benefits that you don't see with other solutions like a centralized exchange, for example, is that there's no black hole. So you can always independently verify a one-to-one relationship and a non-collateralized relationship between the assets that are sitting in the Ripple custody vault and the assets that exist on Otto blockchain. So you know that there's always an asset, underlying asset, to match the asset that exists on Otto, and anyone can verify that in a trustless way.
Smart.
So there you go. Verifiable, trustless, efficient, just lots and lots of opportunities in this space moving forward. Here's another video just from Link2. Talked about them on the last video. You can invest in Ripple pre-IPO along with many other companies on Link2. And here is an advertisement, a really good short 30-second advertisement for XRP.
Is this the world's most useful cryptocurrency? Sending money across the globe today can take days and incur hefty fees, but Ripple has a solution. XRP is a cryptocurrency that acts as a bridge between currencies, enabling cross-border payments in seconds. Ripple is using a decentralized ledger and XRP to revolutionize how financial institutions send money faster and with fewer fees. Want to invest in Ripple in the future of blockchain? Invest pre-IPO on link2.com.
So there you go. Check out the Link2 website for more information there if you're looking to invest. Here is a video from Digital Asset Investor. According to Jay Clayton, he put guidelines in place, says Digital Asset Investor. Is he referring to the Hinman speech? The Dow report, both by Bill Hinman. ETHgate really threw a wrench in their plans. They had to go and so at Ripple. So here's a video with Jay Clayton on stage amongst other panelists. So take a listen to this.
And you know, the SEC as a regulator doesn't actually have to wait for Congress to act to create some sort of tailored token registration and disclosure regime, right? I like to think that if Jay had stayed on as chair, that the SEC
we put the guidelines in place to do it.
Exactly, would have continued moving in that direction. They have really broad exemptive powers, which you were saying, you know, Congress should speak. Congress did speak in the 1990s when it granted the SEC these really broad powers. And they've used it multiple times before, right? Like with asset-backed securities, alternative trading systems, and then I think like just last month with registered annuity-linked bonds. And so they have the power to do this. And in fact, Gary acknowledged this 2 years ago, and I think, you know, the politics around all of this kind of changed. But the SEC could act tomorrow and pass a workable, tailored disclosure and registration regime for token issuers that would protect customers and allow token issuers to actually issue tokens in the US, which to this date, I mean, they largely have not been able to do. So we don't need legislation.
So the SEC, Gary Gensler, they have the power to make these rules. They're just not doing it, unfortunately. And we've heard that over and over again. Here is Mr. Mann, and he says, and here you have it, cash money is a social construct. A central bank's product is cash or money. We've all bought into this construct, and people will continue to buy into it. Follow the money. Ripple, Stellar, Zinfin, Algorand, Hedera, Quant, Internet Computer Protocol, ICP, says Mr. Mann. Let's listen to this brief 1-minute interview.
Today we live in a world that pretty much everything is virtual or digital, right? And essentially we're forced to use paper cash. This is what the Bank of Canada or any central bank produces, paper money. And pretty much this is getting obsolete. Like just ask ourselves, when do you went to an ATM, get cash, and for what reason? So is it also a matter of relevance to stay on top as technology progresses?
Yeah, I think it's the responsibility of any organization, including a central bank, to make sure that their products are up to date. And our product is actually, in one sense, it's very old, but in another sense, we spend a lot of time making sure that cash is as counterfeit resistant as possible. So there's a lot of research that goes into the security features that are on our bills to make sure that they are safe and secure. and that they will be for a long time. The cash is out in the marketplace indefinitely. So we need.
So good video there, short video from Mr. Man. Thanks for sharing. At Mr. Man XRP, give him a follow. Banks got to stay up to date as well. Other companies are starting to outpace them in the world of technology. And again, that's why Gary Gensler was trying to slow things down to get the banks to be able to catch up. But these companies are going to be moving forward, and I think there's going to be new types of banks in the future. This app, as a matter of fact, X has licenses in almost every state in the U.S. To have money flow through this app. I mean, Elon wants to act as a bank. He wants this to be an all-in-one app. So companies are not standing on the sidelines. Let's move forward here and check out one more video by Smoke Dog. He says, hear directly from Ripple about the significance of ISO 20022 for their operations. This is Pega Soltani, head of payment products at Ripple. And she says, quote, we have been aligned with ISO 20022 since day one, and we are a first mover. Ever heard of the first mover advantage? She says, so let's take a listen to this video with Pega.
High care. In today's payment world, the standards are really different around the world. So if you're using the SWIFT system or TIPS in Europe or Fed in US, you follow a different protocol. In addition, the data that you can transfer, the richness of that data is really limited. So what you get is a bunch of closed networks that don't speak to each other and unstructured data that's opaque. So there's a lot of manual intervention and ultimately a really poor payment experience. With ISO 20022, these problems will be solved. So ISO 20022 is a global standard for financial information exchange. This enables interoperability between different systems, straight-through processing of payments, and rich data transfer. And it'll also foster competition because it's open and flexible. At Ripple, we've been aligned with ISO 20022 from day one. We've always recognized that this is the direction of payments and it'll be better for everyone. And we were really a first mover on that front. We've also joined the standard body to help contribute to how payments will shape in the future. Going back to your point around security, Ripple's also really committed to the highest standards in safety, privacy, and security. And a testament to this is that we have our SOC 2 certification. For those not very familiar with SOC 2 reports give really valuable information about an organization's security capabilities, so each of their customers and users can have confidence in that service, which means that anyone using Ripple's solution knows that we adhere to the most modern security and privacy standards. And in line with that, we've also received our SOC 2 Type 2 report. So not only do we have the policies and processes in place around various criteria related to security, availability, and the integrity of the system, but also that we've been doing so consistently for a period of time.
Great share, terrific share there by Smoke Dog. Give him a follow on X. He does a terrific job. This is just one of many videos that he shares. Ripple does it the right way, and they have been for a long time. If they get the legal clarity that they deserve here by October 7th, I think we're going to see the partnerships, even though there's a lot of partnerships now we hear about, most of them outside of the U.S., they're going to explode, I believe, if they're given that legal clarity. So we shall see. Drop your comments in the comments section. Let me know what you think. I appreciate your support. Hit the like and subscribe button to help out the channel. And I'll see you on the flip side.